Happy Tuesday. Welcome into the live stream. Today we're going to be going over the portfolio, the bag holder to home owner. It's been a minute since I've had an update. Unfortunately, CoinMarketCap is not doing a good job of keeping track of the visuals here. So it looks as if the portfolio spiked up to $100,000 and I didn't take profits, but that's not actually the case. We know we started this portfolio with 500 bucks and it's just been consistently going up and up and up. What's good, Tune? Thank you for being here. Welcome in. Welcome. It's just been stacking up and up. It's at $646 as of right now. 21% cash, 17% quant, 15% ICP. We'll get into all of the rationales here in just one moment. I need a sip of water already. Good morning, Dream, Johnny, Truth. Happy to see you guys in here. Dream is always first. Dude's waiting for it. But he's been here literally since the first day I went live on YouTube. So shout out, Dream. Sorry for my tweet of yesterday. It was just a prank. Tune, you're good. I love pranks, dude. I love pranks. You see, chaos goes in all the time, Tune. Don't ever apologize. Cheers to your tweet prank. Now you're making me question it. What did I miss? Did I just glance right over it? Or did I attack you back? Wait, what is your username? I didn't think I saw something on... Oh shit, we got a celeb in the house. What's good, Aaron? What's good? Yeah, so, okay, let's get through it. Let's go through everything, and then we'll get into some of the trading. I'm gonna skirt over here to Matic, and unfortunately admit to you guys that I missed my entry point here on Matic. Things are moving pretty quickly all of a sudden. I was looking at it this morning as we were running up, and I wanted to enter here, but I had to record a couple YouTube videos, and so I did not actually get to enter that, which is unfortunate because... that was like the perfect trade setup. It probably would have taken profits here though, so it would have only been 0.5% rather than the full percent that it is now. It's just, I hate seeing perfect setups like that and then knowing that I missed it because I forgot to pay attention. No, the tweet from the ETF. Oh, you're good. Literally, you're good. Don't worry about any of that kind of stuff. Let's go through. I'm just gonna look through and see if there's any opportunities here that we need to pay attention to before I have my explanation. Aptos, let's pay attention to Aptos. Let's pay attention for sure to BNB. I think BNB is a good long-term short here, not gonna lie. Aave, we're still short Aave, and Quant's just chilling. So Matic, if we see Matic come back up, we might be looking for an entry point on Matic at the VWAP again. Otherwise, let's keep an eye on Aptos. Aptos looks pretty clean. The only concern I have for Aptos is if we extrapolate out on this one, we'll probably meet somewhere like that. So it could be that it had a switch up here, but that's still pretty solid. Yeah, we'll look for Matic, BNB, and Aptos. You guys remember that because I will not be able to remember by the end of the portfolio update. I was tempted to go in on Matic, but opted for Arbitrum instead. It looks like it bottomed at 80 cents. Yeah, I was talking about a short on Matic. This is purely day trading right now. The portfolio challenge right here that I'm about to start rattling off is longer term stuff, but the day trading is what I was referring to there. Dreams always greater than the truth. I kind of like that truth, actually. Dreams are always greater than truths. It's like ignorance is bliss. You enjoy hiding in the shadows. So USDC coin, we're just chilling. We got $140 out of the 640 in USDC. I'm waiting for some sort of a large pullback before I deploy all of it. I did deploy a little bit here in the last couple days, and I plan on deploying a little bit more in the next couple days because I think, not even I think, Bitcoin's dominance is starting to rally hard, especially after the fake news about the ETF. Everyone realized, oh shit, I don't have enough Bitcoin. And so Bitcoin's dominance is starting to rally a bunch. Everyone saw how drastically Bitcoin reacted. In like 15 minutes, it went up 10%. So imagine a whole day with that news out. Goodbye, right? That's insane. So Bitcoin's dominance is looking like it might break out here, if not form a double top. at the prior resistance, which was the prior high. And I think we have some time frames back here that it was also, yeah. So right at that 52% dominance is already kind of a resistance. We'll see if we break this, but I'm hoping we do so that alts drop so I can continue to stack some of them. I did here today, actually, this morning, I added another 0.25 quant to my bag here. I wanted to keep it just at 1 quant, but it's at 85 bucks, and I feel like I'm literally an idiot if I don't accumulate a little bit more. This is like free money. I'm being so genuine with that. Like quant under $100 is like shooting fish in a barrel. Like I just scoop up as much as I want. So I felt foolish not adding a little bit more while it was down here. Bitcoin dominance over 50%. How crazy is that? How crazy is that? ICP, I'm not adding any more to it. I'm comfortable with the 30 ICP we got in here. The average buy price is pretty low too. It's sub $4, so I'm definitely pleased with that. I'd like to see how it pans out over the longer term. We're down 20% on it, which sucks, but it is what it is. Kaspa, truthfully, I'm looking to take profits on Kaspa, but I don't want to do it right at this 4 to 5 cent threshold that we've been chilling at for the last like month and a half, it feels like. We got in just sub 2 cents. If I recall correctly, we got in just sub 2 cents initially. Yeah, right here. So we've been riding it up. We've been stagnating at this price range for Kaspa really since August. So that's 2.5 months almost that we've been just chilling at the 5 cents. We're building a lot of support here in the future, right? We're spending a lot of time at these high prices, which tells us that a lot of newer investors into Kaspa are getting in at this 5 cent price threshold, which means that's where their floor is. That's where their portfolios are built off of, which tells me in the future it'll be hard for them to sell if we come back down to it. So we're building a lot of support here, a lot of transactions happening here. And the RSI is resetting, right? We're going back into this oversold territory, even though we're at pretty much all-time highs for it. So that's setting up for a big move in my opinion. I'm looking for us to double up to 10 cents. That's where I'll be shedding some of the portfolio. I'll probably do it at 9 cents because everyone's going to be waiting for 10 cents. So I want to front run them a little bit. Probably do it at 9 cents. Take some of that profits from the initial call out on the channel was down at 1.5 cents, but we were waiting for the breakout to 2 cents. So we got in right around 2 cents. If we can ride it all the way up to 9 cents, we're looking at 330% gains in like 4 or 5 months. I'll take it. That's not bad for a bear market. Let's go through a little more here. If you guys are curious, if you guys want to follow along, I'm live on YouTube. So come through. Let's check out you can see the charts with me. Otherwise, feel free to listen up. Kaspa is interesting. It's a POW and mining hash rate is getting crazy hard. Yeah, it's becoming like very unrealistic to mine Kaspa with anything other than the newest A6 miner that they just put out. Yeah. Miners won't want to sell their bags here as they need higher for paying bills. Yeah, it's like it only becomes profitable for them if the price goes up, so they're disincentivized to sell it. But at the same time, if price doesn't go up, then it becomes very unrealistic. That halving cycle is a little bit too aggressive with the hash rate spiking like this because of the A6. Kind of like a doomsday scenario for it. But we'll see. If they can get through this hurdle, I think it could be pretty fruitful for them later. Hello Labs. I'm sitting on my hands for Hello Labs. Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't get to add quite as much as I wanted to while we were down, still neutral. If you guys remember, for a while, like we're up 55% on it right now, but for a while, we were chilling just around break even. And I wanted to add a little more, and I waited too long. Now we're up 55%, so I'm just chilling. I'd like to hold that, truthfully. If I don't get to add any more, it'll be unfortunate, but I'd like to hold it into the next bull market. HBAR and Sauce for me are the same play here. So Sauce is just leveraged HBAR. I want to add both of them, especially where we're close to cost basis. We're only up 4% on HBAR and up 6% on Sauce. So I'd like to add both of them so that I can go and stake and get that liquidity for Sauce on their website. Sauce is the leading DEX for HBAR, so if HBAR succeeds, I think Saucer Swap will also succeed, which is why I'm kind of viewing it as a leveraged play here. So far I got 50 bucks in both of them combined. So I'd like to kind of double that up, I think, get $100 of exposure into the HBAR ecosystem. VitaDAO, I'm also just sitting on my hands here with VitaDow. Unfortunately, I'm bullish on it, but I need to be... I'm very bullish on VitaDow, and I have a couple videos on YouTube coming out about them, but unfortunately, it's already 4% of my portfolio in here, and I think that any more than 5%, let's say, is being foolish into something like VitaDow that's very, very concentrated, so I can't really warrant adding any more despite how bullish I am. Data Lake, we're chilling. Not adding any to Data Lake, not taking away from Data Lake. As it pumps and dumps, I need to make sure we take those profits. So in the Discord, if you see it pumping, let us know so we can grab some of that liquidity, get out of there. Hopefully just a re-enter, but CheckDot, I actually just took profits on CheckDot the same time that I sold completely out of Matic. Just in this portfolio. I still hold it in my personal portfolio, but sold all of my Matic and took profits on CheckDot. So we're still up 40%. I'm just kind of holding it. I didn't take super big profits, right? I just trimmed the position down. And let's see, the last thing here is VXV. We're swapping out VXV for SBio. VXV is the utility token for Vector Space Biosciences, but I would like to invest into the security token. They actually registered with the SEC for a security token, so I'm interested in scooping that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna sell out VXV to get some SBio. If you guys are on the TikTok and enjoying it, come over to the YouTube, hit subscribe. You can come back to TikTok if you want to, but hang out with us in the YouTube live stream. We enjoy it over there, and I don't have to worry about what I say. Two more things, and then we'll get back to the trading charts. One, after watching what happened with Bitcoin, after watching how violently Bitcoin rallied, and how strong it's still holding up despite the news having been confirmed fake, right? Bitcoin is still holding up pretty strong. From beginning of that day, I guess the beginning of the day was here, so we won't count that rally. It rallied up 11.5% off that fake news. And now the next day, same exact time, it happened live. We literally watched it happening live. I don't think we knew it was happening live, but we were watching it. It's up 4.28% still, which is very large for Bitcoin. I think a lot of people realized how bullish the spot ETF coming out is going to be, and so they started loading their bags. They just straight up, they were like, shit, I don't own enough Bitcoin. If that's how it's gonna react after like 15 minutes, I need a little bit more. I am not interested in buying Bitcoin for the small portfolio challenge because I don't think it's gonna offer enough returns to warrant it in that small $500 portfolio, right? So for being quiet, my boss wanted me to show the new guy the ropes before the break. Ooh, good luck with that dream. Good luck. All good though, don't worry. Go show him the ropes. Show him the real insides of the company. Show him what really happens. So people realized they didn't own enough Bitcoin. Bitcoin's not going to yield enough returns for me to warrant putting it into the small portfolio challenge. $500. Best case scenario, I 5x my money, not putting the entire portfolio in there so I could make maybe a couple $100 off of it, right? Cool. Awesome. Stacks, on the other hand, I think could offer a lot larger returns that are going to be paired pretty much exactly with Bitcoin. So I'm interested in adding a small position of Stacks into the portfolio, Stacks being a part of the Bitcoin ecosystem, right? We just had a breakout from this downtrend. If we go to the daily on Stacks, we were in a clear downtrend. And then we just broke out, we came down, retested, and then spiked up pretty aggressively off that news, right? So it's at 53 cents. I am waiting a minute to see if we have a pullback down to like 52 cents. I could end up regretting that a little bit, saying that out loud. You know, if it just had a break of trend, a bullish break of trend. So me sitting here waiting for one extra penny might end up biting me in the ass a little bit later. And the final one is AGIX. I gotta grab some AGIX after really taking some time to research what they're doing and see how insanely fruitful the opportunity for AGIX is. I think that I need to grab some. The only problem is that it's been very similar to ICP in that it just continues to break lower and lower and lower. So it's very cool, but maybe the tokenomics are broken. I haven't really looked into the tokenomics for AGIX yet, so take that with a grain of salt. Let's see if we can't find some trades, baby. Let's go. Ethereum is looking super bearish. I'm on the daily candles. Again, come through. Ask whatever questions you guys have. I'd love to answer some of them. All of them, ideally all of them. What do you guys think? Am I being foolish with that portfolio? Will this portfolio actually get to be enough to purchase an entire house with? Or am I being ridiculous? It's been like 3 or 4 months and we're still only up $150. That's a little foolish of you. You being me. How are you ever gonna get the portfolio to be $500 into what, like 50 grand? How are you gonna do that? How are you gonna do that? If you're only up a little bit. Ethereum looking very bearish. We had a break of trend, we came down, came back up, retested the trend line, and now we're getting reversed again. So Ethereum's looking very bearish. Bitcoin is looking bullish on a larger scale, but in a micro scale, it's kind of bearish, coming back down to probably retest that 28,000 threshold, which is only like $300 down. So it's not like it's a huge move, but with that breakout, that fake news looks like it just broke the pattern, broke the trend, bought too much VitaDAO. Yeah. It's unfortunate too, because I don't think a lot of people pay attention to the price point at which they're getting into different projects. Not saying this is your case specifically, but I think the best example for me is Quant as well as ICP. Not every project is worth buying at every price point. So it was fruitful waiting for this to pull back. Did we know it was going to happen like this? No. Maybe we missed out on it entirely, but it ended up coming back to us. If we go look at Quant, Quant is another example of that. Like under $100, I think it's a good deal. Above $100, I'm a little hesitant to buy. So as we're chilling out here at 120, this entire time I was biting at the chomps. I wanted to get some Quant, but I waited and then it came to me. In this type of a market, you can rely on coins coming to you. You really can. You don't have to go chasing after them. In 2021 activities, that's not necessarily the case. ICP under $5, I was waiting patiently. I spotted that thing up at like 20, $30 and I was like, $5 is way more appropriate for what I'm looking at here. And now we're at 3, so it definitely came to me. Cardano, it's looking like it might have found a little bit of support here, but I'm bearish on all altcoins right now, and my bias is definitely breaking through a little bit. Solana's looking a lot like Bitcoin, if we're being honest. Solana's breakout is looking a lot like Bitcoin's breakout. Just a little more volatile and potentially more range bound than Bitcoin. H-bar is breaking lower. H-bar is looking very bearish right here. You see that? This is a bearish engulfing candle, this red candle that's taking over the previous green candle. This is bearish engulfing and it's coming straight down. If this day closes down around 4.62, 0.042462, then I'd be very bearish on it. XRP's chilling. Is it chilling? It's looking a little bearish, but mostly just chilling. Aptos is also just chilling, kind of being bullish, Arbitrum is looking awful. I'd short that so quickly. BNB is also looking awful. I would also short that, especially with the fundamentals behind it right now. Not looking great. Avalanche is falling off a cliff. I'm happy that I am currently short Avalanche. Been short for a few days. This almost shook me out. This green candle really got close to shaking me out. But we held strong because I have pretty strong conviction that it's coming down to $53. So we're going to make that profit. And then Quant is trying to find support, but it's just not. It's just straight up not finding support. So we'll have to wait and see how that one plays out a little bit. Let's go into the shorter time frame and see what liquidity is here for us. I'm still a little mad that I missed the Matic short. Honestly, FOMO'd in a bit. Yeah, it happens. It happens. Netflix. Followed the live creator. Let's go. Let's go. FOMO is kind of inevitable. Like, you're going to feel it, and sometimes you'll fall victim to it. But the best traders, the best investors, try and remain as neutral as possible in their feelings. So slowly but surely, you'll FOMO less and less and less. I still FOMO, and I'm almost 6 years into it, so. The setup's not really playing out as beautifully as we want. I might look at BNB for a long-term short, though. We gotta see. I think, honestly, I might be short Bitcoin right now if I remember. Let's open up my tab over here. Also, BingX has no KYC if you're in the US, just saying. And they have Loom, so I was able to short Loom. When Josh called it out in the Discord, I was able to short it. Just saying. It's the advantage to having BingX. I wish I'd continued to hold, but unfortunately I entered the short right here and got stopped out to the penny right there. So I'd actually lost money on shorting it. So maybe it's better that you didn't have access to it. But this is a beautiful short. The play turned out fantastically for anyone who was smarter than me at putting their stop loss above the previous wick. That was actually like the most stupidest thing ever. It made me kind of irritated. Made me kind of actually pretty mad to see it happen, but we have to remain level-headed, I guess. Pretend that we remain level-headed. What was your Aave short entry? Let's see. Let me get into my Bing account and see what my Aave short was. I've been on it. I've been in it for a few days. Okay, so this move here scared the hell out of me. This move here, I was like, damn, did I really just like liquidate that position because I'm too stubborn? I need a bigger monitor. Futures account, perpetual futures. Well, that's sus. It's being kind of weird here. I'm only used to my desktop version, or my phone version, so my desktop right now is being weird. Like, just show me my positions. How about we just do that? How about you stop dicking around right here and just show me what's going on? There we go. My entry is at 63.47, I think. Yeah, I don't like desktop version. I'm only used to the mobile. Stop telling me price lock, you dumb. Yeah, 63.47. So not the most spectacular entry, but again, I've been in it for a couple days now. You know what? I'm literally stupid. I drew it on the chart so that I could have it here when anyone asked. Right here. So I made a little bit of money here, but didn't lock in profits, and then lost a shit ton as we came up, and now I'm still holding on because we're going in for a swing trade. The same thing happened here. I got in here, lost a little bit of money as we came up, and then I actually got stopped out here, so I'm not having that same thing happen because I think it's going to happen verbatim. Let's go. Let's go. And I'm in Bitcoin as well, so let's see what Bitcoin's looking like. Currently up a little bit on my Bitcoin short. Yes. So I got in Bitcoin short at 28,335. Yeah, so up a very little bit here. I might get out of it just so I don't have to think about it throughout the day. 0.33%. You know my rule though, I'm only looking for 1% gains. So 0.33 is a third of the way to the 1% rule. So, I mean, just saying. How many people are hanging with us right now? Let's go. We got 4 people watching. Got a new subscriber. Yep. Okay. Let's go. Let's see. Any charts we should be paying attention to? Anything we should look at? You guys want to ask any questions about a breakdown on something? Anything you guys have been watching specifically to trade with? Any pairs? You guys can ask on TikTok as well. I'll be answering you guys over here as well. I see all 11 of you chilling with us. Probably got it in the background while you're cooking something though, so it's like a little different. I'm going back to Orlando again. So unfortunately, Discord, I probably won't get into classroom Wednesday. We can postpone it till I get back. So maybe Friday we do the classroom, if that's okay with you guys. Cause yeah, I'm going back to Orlando for a conference, a little like pre-conference dinner or something. So I definitely don't want to miss it, unfortunately. And I've recorded a bunch of YouTube videos this morning on VitaDAO, so you guys got as much as possible coming out. I might, yeah. You think you'll have a net gain by staking Lake? It depends how long I hold it for, right? So we know definitively from the video, right, that I made about staking it, if there's no more adoption, then it will be a net negative, but there's no way around it because they're diluting the supply by 26%, right? So I would, since I want to hold it anyways, I would rather be staking it so that I am a beneficiary of that rewards. We talked about that. If we can actually look up the statistics to how much is staking, there's a good possibility that we actually come out on top of it from staking our Lake despite price going down. There's the real possibility that price goes down, but we receive more Lake because not everyone's staking it, you know? Good luck. I think with ETH going down and Lake slowly declining, that I will break even, best case scenario. It depends on your time scale. Totally depends on the time scale. In a very short window, by the end of the staking period, it's more likely than not that we're upside down on it. But in the event that Data Lake, the company, onboards another hospital or onboards a set of users into their ecosystem, that's going to pump the price like 50, 60, 100%, right? One deal for this company, one deal is going to shoot the crypto price up because they're onboarding potentially 1,000 users, right? And those 1,000 users all have to go lock up their coins. So the new coins that are introduced from onboarding them are going to be locked up for 6 months to a year, but they're still going to have that activity on the ecosystem. I don't want to miss out on that potential. So I'm holding on to it through that staking period, understanding that I'll probably lose some money, but it'll be fine. I do have the video on it if need be. Damn, how much does this guy tweet? Whatever. 1,083 times for 558 followers. I did want to go through this as well, but we will hold off on that. That might be a video in and of itself, to be honest. I might make a video on that. Lake. We only have Lake WETH. So take it with a grain of salt, what we're looking at here. This is Lake as it pertains to Ethereum, not Lake as it pertains to the US dollar. Okay, so Ethereum is falling and Data Lake is falling, but it looks like Data Lake is starting to fall a little bit less than Ethereum, as we're finding some little resemblance of support here. But it also could be getting rejected by this, which would be scary because it's a very, very steep decline. Oh, let's go. Here we go. We got messages over here. Caroline, which is this? We're talking about Data Lake. Data Lake is a decentralized science play. Super small. Market cap's like 200,000. The circulating market cap. So you very, very, very careful. It's so volatile that like a $6,000 buy order sent the thing up like 30% in a single day. So the market cap might be pretty not. The market cap is small, but not like astronomically small, like 50,000 or 10,000. You would assume that, how can I put this? A simpleton might assume that a market cap of 200,000 would need $100,000 of a buy order to send it up 50%, but that's not the case. You only need 6,000 because of how illiquid it is. I'm not selling my coins to that person, so you can take my portion of the market cap out of the actual market cap, the liquid market cap, the dynamic market cap. I can't come up with the exact word for it right now, but you can take the portion of the coins that are staked out of that, and therefore you need less money to influence it. You want to look at the liquidity pool and how much liquidity is in there to know what kind of a price impact you're going to have when buying and selling it. So the point that, like this is the problem that they're trying to resolve by providing liquidity. Yeah, we are providing liquidity, and that's why they're doing it. That's why they're diluting supply and incentivizing people to do it, is so that the price impact is less. But if you go look at what it was in the past, where is she? There she is. If you go look at it in the past, we go to a month ago, look at how choppy it was. This whole activity here, we were watching it live when it was pumping from 0.002 to 0.0025. That's a very large move to just happen instantaneously. And that was happening on $8,000 of volume. That was happening on $5,000 of volume. You know, 10 grand was moving something that's supposedly worth $400,000. So that movement here, which we should have been taking profits in, it was just being goofy on my end for not taking profits there. That movement is hopefully going to be mitigated because we're going to have staking. All right, let's see if we can grab some trade. If not, I think I'm going to hit the road, because I do have to get to Orlando today, and I have to edit 2 YouTube videos and then go pick up the car, because I took the train. And if you guys were following on Twitter and you guys saw, I was stuck on the train for a combined transit time of 9.5 hours to go 100 miles. So I am not interested in ever doing that again. Thank you, no thank you. Bitcoin. We're short Bitcoin. I think I'm probably going to close out of this short here after I go through what's going on. ADA's going down, Matic's continuing to go down. I'm a little disappointed that we didn't grab that Matic, but it is what it is. There's no clear trend for Solana. HBAR is going down. HBAR, if you are bearish on the ecosystem, this could be a good entry point here today. You could be looking for a decent entry on a swing trade, shorting HBAR. XRP looks bearish, but it's been consistently just like holding support, so I don't really want to touch it right now. Aptos, if it comes back up to the VWAP around $5.08, 7 cents, you could look for a potential short on it. Remember the rule though, we're looking for 1% gains. Don't get too greedy. Casper Mining isn't out of control despite difficulty rising. It's getting there, dude. It's getting there very rapidly. If you look at the potential returns for it, the only people making any money off of Casper Mining, currently speaking, are the people who have the most up-to-date ASICs miners. Even the last model are barely breaking even right now, meaning they are waiting and hoping that price goes up in order to turn a profit, you know? So maybe it works out for them, but depending on what region of the world you're in, I think I pay like, no, I would be making it up. My energy is pretty cheap here in Florida, and it didn't even make sense for me. Aave is still falling off a cliff, which is good, and Quant is falling off a cliff, which is sad. So it doesn't look like we have any entry points right here. I'm gonna close out the Bitcoin short on live. That way you guys know that I'm no longer in it. I don't think I made much money off of it. It was a 3x Bitcoin short. So yeah, I made 1% on that trade with 2,000. Yeah, I think I made maybe 10 bucks on it. So $7. There we go. Closed. Market order. Yeah. Your time is your most valuable asset. Let's see if you guys have any final questions before we wrap up. I appreciate you guys chilling here with me. I know it's early. What's your thoughts on Octaspace? I have not done any research into Octaspace, so right now it would just be very washed down. Yeah, I can't speak to it at all. As a Kaspa miner, I can speak to this. Good. Good. Keep going. And maybe I'm wrong with it. I'm just looking at the stats, you know? I'm just doing out the math. Maybe the stats are all misleading. But keep getting that profit. Keep securing the network. I'm holding on to my bag, so keep holding on to your bag too. Maybe we can pyramid scheme this thing all the way to the top. What's good? Mike, marketing landscaper. What's good? Octaspace is a simple cloud platform that provides distributing, computing, data storage, serving, VPN, and other services. Personally, unless somebody from the team were to ask, or like somebody who had a lot of conviction on it had me look into it, I wouldn't even take the time to research this. I think that market's pretty oversaturated, and I think there's some clear winners. I could be wrong, and maybe Octaspace is one of those clear winners, but I'm looking more specifically for different, more unique use cases. I'm trying to find something tiny that people haven't really given the time of day yet. But still up 90% on Kaspa, nice, good. Same, we were going through it today. Is it 90? Okay, 82.7, I'm sorry, but I've averaged up, so I feel like justifiably I can say that. Did we fix this? No, we did not. All right, your time's your most valuable asset. Hopefully this was worth investing into. I will see you guys in the Discord and later today, tomorrow maybe, I'm not sure.